All right, welcome back to another segment. This time around is more like we want to talk about. We are going to be on a general face. You understand?
Right.
Don't be surprised if we even involve the World Cup qualification inside this discussion. You understand? But one thing for sure is that we will try and maintain a certain 100% level on Chelsea.
Yeah.
You understand?
Um,
All right. First of all, I don't know. This question is general. Can the fans can as well give response to this question? I don't know. Do you guys still see Rich James to have that leadership spirit inside of him? Does he have that leadership quality that I think that he deserves to be the captain next season?
So, who are you throwing the question today?
Anybody can.
Okay, first of all, let me start by saying that every human being is different. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Everybody must not be vocal. Everybody must not be aggressive.
Mhm.
There are people that are calm. There are people that are it's just a natural thing
Yeah.
for me. And I feel like for the Chelsea board, or should I say the Chelsea hierarchy as at that time, to make James the leader, there's a certain level of leadership mentality they saw in him. And even then, there are some other players who deserved that leadership. Even Thiago Silva was there, I think, when they made James the captain.
Yeah.
But yet they still picked him. So I feel like there's something they saw. And moreover, even we as fans, we might not be seeing it in the pitch, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening in other sides of the field. Because I know the only reason why most people would see differently from me is because we don't see much of James showing that leadership or, shouting at players on the pitch. Yes, we want to see that. People say Enzo Fernandez does that better. Enzo Fernandez is more passionate. But for me, I just see it as something that he's not that type of person. He's just a calm type of a leader. You understand? So I think in a way he still has that leadership quality. He still has it. But the only thing maybe that is missing out is just the shouting on the pitch or on the players. But it's not necessary if as long as you can still tell the players what to do without shouting. You must not shout. You must not raise your hands at every time for us to know that okay, this guy is doing something, is pushing something. No. So for me, I think he's a leader.
So if he is what you are in that captain band.
Or
Again.
if he's consistent, you understand? That's another question now. If he's consistent on the pitch, like not going for long-term injuries, I think yes. Why not? Why take the leadership of him? There's no point.
For me, the only issue I have concerning James' leadership is just this last word of Dave, consistency. Like for several of our games, we've seen that James has been inconsistent, and it's just tied to the inconsistency. That it's like making it look as if his leadership position is not really functioning very well. Because for our past 2-3 games, aside from the Conference League games, our Premier League games, he has not been starting, which I really don't know the reason why the coach hasn't been playing him. Because as a leader, firstly, as a leader of a team, as the captain of a team, now, aside the pitch, outside the pitch, which you can talk to your boys, because after the coach speaking to the boys, you as the captain, you have to also tell the guys, we have to do this. That encouragement. Now, inside the pitch, how you like command these boys also matters. Though James is a kind of cool, like cold person, unlike Enzo Fernandez. So for the past games, we've seen that Enzo Fernandez has been the one like handling that position of commanding the team in the pitch. Now that is why most of the fans are like, we will prefer Enzo Fernandez to be the captain ahead of James.
That is, they are saying that Enzo Fernandez has more leadership aura than Rhys James.
There are different qualities of a leader. Like you being a leader, at least there are some qualities you should exhibit. Yeah, James is very respectful. But me, I feel that as a captain of a football team, even though you are a respectful and a calm person, there should be a kind of harsh approach towards your players sometimes. Like that force should be there. It is very true. We as Chelsea fans, we know that talking about who gingers the game more, the force, no matter what in the pitch. Enzo does that more. Like, I'm talking about this current time. But I don't know whether James would have been doing that better if he was a bit consistent as Enzo lately.
That's the question now. If he's playing regularly,
Yes.
he might
As
be
Enzo.
exhibiting that leadership.
So that's just the thing. But I will not say they should take off the captain badge.
No. We are not trying to. We are
Yeah.
not emphasizing on taking the. We
Yeah.
are just telling that whether he still possesses that leadership, distinct qualities for him to still retain his captain for next season.
Yeah.
Because after all, Maguire now one day now then sit down, come on, captain. You understand? But talking about this leadership, do you know that I remember? I don't know if you remember when Maresca emphasized on this leadership in the area of Rich James. I don't know if you can remember.
I can't really remember what he said, but I know Maresca said something about James.
When it comes to leadership.
But I can't really remember the particular words if he was criticizing him.
But funny enough, this season, I don't know whether it's because of consistency or injury, but Enzo has won the captain band more
Yes.
this season.
But another thing is as simple as that. For if you are a player and you have not been playing for long as a captain, you don't expect to have the dressing room
That's true.
to your beck and call
Yeah.
because you are not always available. And moreover, apart from Enzo Fernandez, I see other leaders in that Chelsea team. Kobe has leadership qualities. Caicedo has leadership qualities. Tosin, of course, that's why they call him the uncle. He has leadership qualities in the pitch. So, anybody can after all, during the Drogba times, there are a lot of leaders. Czech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, Ashley Cole. So, we'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Let's move over to what we started in the previous video. And we ended with a ball carrying midfielder. And we only emphasized on Andre Santos being the only player there to cite as a ball carrying midfielder. Somebody made a comment on YouTube that a ball carrying midfielder is more like is a versatile player.
Yeah.
A player that can drop, play the
Can go
midfield,
from, yeah.
and can
Advance.
advance. Apart from Andre Santos, let's pinch into the football world. Which other player you can pinch into that space if they are to give you an opportunity to point a player, or Chelsea board say, Dave, point a player that you want us to sign to be that ball carrying midfielder for you.
The only player that comes to my mind is Pedri.
Yeah.
But it's very, very unrealistic. Because we're in this world with Barcelona sell Pedri for you. But I think he fits into the profile of a ball carrying midfielder very much. Understand? But if we are being realistic, we can't sign Pedri. Understand?
List your ball carrying midfielder.
I have Nico Barella of Inter Milan. I have Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez might not really be defensively minded, but as a central midfielder and also attacking wise, he can help to carry the ball. It mustn't be that he can contribute defensively too much. You understand? So I just mentioned two people now: Fermin Lopez, Nico Barella. I also have Morgan Rogers that Chelsea is going for. Is a good option too.
Still speculated.
Still speculated, yeah. Is a very good option. One more player. Bruno Fernandes.
You don't talk my mind before wait first now.
Bruno Fernandes. Man U fans will say.
Talk your mind.
My mind be that.
You
My
talk
mind
your
be that.
mind.
Yeah, sure.
So you will take Bruno Fernandes?
Yes, very well.
Even the Man U fans,
Very
Man U
well.
fans, they said Bruno deserves a better club.
Club.
So as it is now, between Chelsea and Man U, who is the better club? We want to help him. This Europa League, I'm not even sure of them winning it. So, Bruno, we have been begging you since the beginning of the season. I remember when me and Mr. Peter, we did a video about Bruno. I think if Chelsea can get Bruno Fernandes, if they can tempt him.
So what's your take on it?
Manchester United makes Bruno look underrated. he makes Bruno look underrated. Bruno is a high quality player. Talking about
so you feel he fits into that position of ball carrier.
Exactly.
Jesus, Bruno.
No hype and pass. No hype and
No,
pass. the way
it's not
supposed
about the
to.
hype. Look at him at Mayo.
Normally.
Like his efforts. You know, Bruno also falls back in Mayo.
Yeah.
He also falls back from the back. He has a balance in the midfield and even seal the 18 box. Having a player like Bruno in the team, yes, aside from Bruno, the major if you are going to talk about a ball carrying midfielder in a team, the highest ranked player for that is Pedri. That one is an exceptional player, and we know that Beckham will not even think of releasing him
Why?
to any
I
other
don't
club.
say that list your players that if Chelsea board is telling to point a player that they will sign.
First, I'll point Pedri. After pointing Pedri, the next is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is awesome. He is that ball carrier of a team. Like from the back to the midfield, he has stability, even to the 18 box. And he's very flexible. A player that has eye, both from inside the box and outside the box. He has eye for the goal. And he also has eye for the assist. Like, he knows how to clear the field. Just to make something happen.
Somebody who can also finish chances, because you know one thing about ball carriers, there are people that always get into those positions where it's just one placing, one shot, you don't enter inside post. And most of the times, a team that plays like Chelsea, your ball carrier can score even like as a midfielder, you can score up to 10 to 15 goals this season.
Yeah.
Think about how many times that Enzo Fernandez has gotten into those positions where he should have scored, but sometimes his shot is not equating.
No, you say that he's not a ball carrier.
That's the reason why we needed one. I'm just giving an instance as to why we need a good ball carrier, because Enzo is not really doing that work for us. I mean, he's trying. The coach tried to convert him to that place. He's just starting. I'll say he's starting that role this season. So it's for me. I mean, Bruno, like I said again, Chelsea should just target that boy. They should target him.
Target him.
Just say my go great. I'm only no go great release
I'm hearing that one of the Saudi clubs are putting an eye on him. Also.
I beg.
But Gibbs White of Nottingham Forest is also a good option of a ball carrier. Yes. You see, what we lack in the midfield, I keep saying it, but nobody really understands where I'm going at. The Premier League needs space. It needs fast-paced players. Even as a midfielder, you need to be fast and also physical. Now, you have someone like Enzo Fernandez, which is not a fast-paced player. Cole Palmer, also playing in that midfield, whether I like it or not, is always found in the midfield positions, who is not also a fast-paced player. And it worries us. It disturbs the way we play. We need somebody that is strong and also fast in making decisions in that midfield. We have wingers, fine, who are fast-paced, but in the midfield areas, we need those type of players. It will help a lot for us. So, Gibbs White again, one major ball carrier, I would say, in the Premier League.
Another option that I think if Chelsea wants to go for should be Jolinton of Newcastle.
Yeah, Jolinton, yeah.
That guy is another crazy player. I think that was that Vince or one of these Twitter sport analysts were like, since Jolinton is not part of the midfield for Newcastle, it means that Chelsea really has an advantage. Like, that guy is just like the Pedro of Barca. The Pedro. Jolinton is very attacking wise, he's very conscious. Defensive wise, he's very conscious. He can mark the ball very well. He can win the ball, and he can also create chances with the ball. So, but the truth is that because of the club those players play for, they look a bit underrated. But these are really good players. A player in Chelsea that would have been a better ball carrier would have been Palmer. The only issue that Palmer has is just the pace. He does not have that speed. And I feel he's not a player that has that too much strength. So that is just the issue with Chelsea now. We don't have that like Dave said, that ball carrier, like that will be doing things. Palmer was doing that earlier. All of a sudden that he lost his form, all this stuff started, and it's as if the team is becoming unstable. But having a ball carrier in the team, like bringing one of these guys, let's say Andre Santos, he might do the job for us next season.
I say leave Andre Santos. If Chelsea asks you to point a player,
Pedri, Bruno Fernandes, Jolinton.
out of these three, which one will you pick? He picked Pedri.
But I'll go with Bruno.
But Bruno, now,
I'll go with
why you
Bruno.
stretch yourself?
After
You don't say
all,
Pedri na big boy.
I have always liked Bruno Fernandes, irrespective of the age or anything. You understand? I know people will look at the age. You understand? But I've always loved
Yeah.
What of
Bruno.
Vitinha?
Of PSG.
Vitinha. Another strong one. But one thing for sure is that when you talk about all these classical
Players, yeah.
what will bring classical players is when they see things that will push them
Excite
out
them, yeah.
classical. Talking about UEFA.
Champions League. Mm.
The moment Chelsea qualify for the UEFA Champions League,
To be easy for any player to just,
Yeah.
like, bro.
you understand? It will be very, very easy for Chelsea to navigate, for Chelsea to do any business they want to do. And this brings me back again to this same question. We have been asking this question. It's looking as if we are looking confused in this issue right now. Because they say that who's this guy? Jadon Sancho. They're supposed to trigger in deal by now.
Yeah.
You understand? But for now, nothing has been done. And so far, so good. Sancho has been trying to impress.
Exactly.
Sancho has been trying to impress. Should we dance to that impression and sign him as a backup, or we should return him to Manchester United? Let's make it.
Okay.
Let's make this one short.
Okay.
I'll be a little bit biased because before now I spoke about Sancho and I was like, he should go back to Man U. You understand? But seeing his efforts, number one, he's showing that okay, I really want to stay at Chelsea. But I don't still see him as the top left winger for Chelsea. I don't see him as that top left winger for Chelsea next season. And for that, I think even if you're going to keep him, he has to take a pay cut.
Yes.
Number one.
Because Chelsea right now, the current wage structure of the
Wage
club
structure,
now
yeah.
change.
Yes.
Chelsea is operating on this level. You play well,
You pay there.
The contract.
improve
So
Yeah.
your bidding. And I'm okay with it. Take it or leave it. I'm okay with it because gone are those days where we sign player and pay them £300 weekly, just like the likes of Romelu Lukaku,
Lukaku, yeah.
Raheem Sterling.
Chilwell.
Do you understand? And end up we don't get
What we want.
they only give me 1 season wonder. Then 2-3 season
That's
they
it.
are off track.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like Palmer. Now Palmer is not a 1 season wonder. I won't say Palmer. Is Palmer a 1 season?
No,
wonder?
No.
this even if we say his last season is better than this season in a way, but doesn't mean that his stats this season is bad.
He's not a 1 season.
It's not a 1 season.
He's still contributing force to the
Yeah.
team.
Abi?
Yeah, sure.
So he's not a 1 season wonder. So that's what I'm saying. All these players. That's why sometimes too. You see the Osimhen deal. I try to roll my head. It's not that I'm dancing to the tune of the owners, but
Yeah.
see, every company have their standard,
Policy.
have their policy.
Yeah.
I like the other day I told people that we have Roman has gone.
Yeah.
You understand? His era has gone. We are in a new era. So everybody should learn how to adjust. The only thing we normally do, we only give reference points from their own back to the Roman points. You understand? But in the financial aspect, these owners, they are trying to make sure that, you see, club na money.
That's
Big
so
club,
natural.
no be
Yeah.
by say the name, na money,
Na money,
club.
yes.
If Chelsea starts spending the way the fans want them to spend and pay the way they will, with these new owners, if you surprise, say we fit drop, they fit a knack us charge back and front. You understand?
Yeah.
Like the demands, the wage demand that Osimhen is looking for. I told people that the only thing that will make Chelsea sign Osimhen, except something touch the heart of those people. Else, I don't see them doing that business.
If something touches their heart, no, probably.
Do you know
tomorrow.
why if you watch, they are skeptical about the Osimhen deal because of they have seen the Lukaku see before they enter the club, they check the records. They have seen the Lukaku record. Chelsea spent how many million? Almost 90 million pounds to bring in Romelu Lukaku. And people was paying him almost 370 every week. And Lukaku did not deliver even the first season. The following season, he went on loan.
Let's bring Lukaku on this story.
No, nah, and they feel they don't want to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
We all are glamoring Osimhen now, Gyökeres. And when they come, we pay them 300k weekly, and then all of a sudden, NEPA take light.
But like obviously, all these high-profile strikers you're looking at, there is no way they will come and then you will not pay because you are signing Gyökeres, for example, the highest goal scorer in Europe, and you come to England, a big club like Chelsea, probably on a 5 to 7 years deal. Because I don't say Chelsea will give him plenty years for the contract, and you are saying you will not pay him up to 300,000. For me, it's not realistic. So let us, as fans, understand why sometimes the owners they behave the way they behave. Because if anything, like I said, like I was about to say, if anything makes Chelsea change their mind about Osimhen's deal, other players they look at it and say, are you trying to say Osimhen is more special than us? Because anything that makes you to change your policy because of a particular player, you will change it for other players.
Don't forget, João Felix accepted the pay cut to come to join Chelsea.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I know we want the best. Osimhen for me is the best for Chelsea, but considering the wage structure and being realistic,
it's not that they will not improve. If you give us a good game, okay, you are coming to Chelsea. What are you assuring us?
Nobody fear assure me anything because you're a human being.
Do you understand? It's just like when they play PlayStation right now. When one sign player, they would like to want to know waiting. If you want, they want sign you as coach, they will come, they give you tax, say, see what we want from you here, see what we want from here. What if Osimhen come now? What are we expecting from Victor Osimhen as fans?
See, my take on this case is that a good player is a good player.
No.
We will not neglect that. Now, before you're signing a player and that is demanding for a high wage, now the first question you ask, over the years, has that player been consistent? Let's say over the years, let's say 2 years, 3 years, 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago, has Osimhen been a consistent player from the club he plays for, even to the club he's playing now? So if he has been that consistent player, even at Napoli, and you see that consistent player at Galatasaray, and he believes in himself that, yes, I can still deliver. You want the best for your team.
But actually, gives consistency is in this area. I don't think it's enough because even when Chelsea signed Lukaku was playing very well, consistently.
Was banging
even at England, he played for West Brom, he played for Everton, he played for Manchester United, and he was banging goals for those 3 teams before he went to Italy, to Inter Milan.
This game football is not just all about one player. You know, Abi.
I can give you several examples. I could give you several examples.
Okay, wait. Let me just come in.
Okay.
Look, Osimhen's work when it comes to the team is just, guy, your work now just to balance. When we give you the ball, you finish it very well. Now, you can only blame Osimhen if he's in the team and he's not doing well. When he has other better players, those like the ball carriers. When we have players that are really giving him the ball and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Just looking at Lukaku. When Lukaku was playing, who was playing with Lukaku? I think we had we had good players now. Willian also played with him now. Good players played with him. But he was not able to deliver. That's a different case.
That is the
So are you saying that if Osimhen comes, so like what are you insinuating now? If Osimhen comes, that the players that are playing with him will not be able to give him
No, that's not what I'm saying.
passes.
I say see if he's coming and we are bringing in good players like good wingers, good midfielders.
Now, the truth is that no matter how many good players you bring around a striker, there is no guarantee.
Then go to look at no, you not say there's no guarantee. Look at Haaland at Man City. You don't say there's no guarantee. Haaland came from Borussia Dortmund. He was playing very well at Borussia Dortmund. He came to Man City. He also had in Man City he had more good players, like more good ball carriers that could even give him the ball in the 18 box, and he was playing very well. If you want to talk about that, then you look at the likes of Haaland. Is Haaland not doing very well in Man City?
What are you saying? Chelsea should scrap their wage structure, because the question is not about Osimhen coming to Chelsea and performing well.
We know.
We want him, but it's just this wage structure that is the issue. Because the moment the Chelsea owners dance to the tune of Osimhen, they will have to change the other people's own. Because you can't make yourself look more important than any other player. Not be only you they do the work. Now because of before now football of those days.
You say that they play football for months this time around.
Now those days
sure.
Now those days when people they feel like say now this striker that be the most important player.
Uh-huh.
But now we know that even the least defender if
they
you buy
expect
at
something from
200
you, yeah.
million, they're important. You understand? So football is business. Money has to be made. You know, you don't have to also make financial mistakes.
That's your talk.
Financial mistakes. So now, this financial mistake, we still land us still pushing a bad team. You know, this avoiding to make financial mistake, which you are not certain that you will make, we still land us to produce a bad team next season.
The thing is, now it's as though you are just pinpointing Osimhen as the only option.
It's not only Osimhen.
There could be a better option apart from Osimhen. We will take less.
And we play more.
And we'll play more.
And if you play more, we give him what he wants.
So this is not to say Osimhen is not my preferred option. I have said it before.
We like Osimhen.
Sure.
But we are being realistic now. Now we are telling you what is on board, what is on
But
ground.
even though you're bringing a player like Gyökeres, you know it will still be a high wage.
Now I'm asking you a question. Should the owners change their structure because of Osimhen? It's a question. Now you're giving us reasons as to why Osimhen should be the person. Anyhow, Chelsea should bring him. That is what you are trying to tell us now. Now, should the owners scrap their wage structure just because they want to bring in Victor Osimhen to the squad?
It shock you.
Me and for this matter, I don't even know how that one is put on, but the truth is that we all know that we need more than an average striker. Now, having that good striker that we want to like accept this their wage structure will be a bit difficult, you know, right? Having that good striker.
What's the list that Chelsea are paying himself? Like the least amount, I think it should be 250 or
in terms of maximum level.
Maximum.
I guess James is earning 250. Apart from the likes of Chilwell and the rest that are earning like 300.
Let's say 250. So what's Osimhen? Osimhen is demanding for 300.
I don't know, but something more than
Osimhen is demanding for 300 plus K.
Are you sure?
Pounds, yeah, 300.
See, the truth about the matter is not only Chelsea. The wage thing now, if you watch, so many teams are adjusting.
Are flowing to that same chart. Yeah.
If not be money, Real Madrid where they sign player with money, why they wait till player contract expire before they work collect am?
At least that money where they go use by the player, they go use and pay him.
Now not be saying they go pay him 70 million. I that was 17 and 20 million they go use.
Most of these players they go see the club and then now they collect the money where they collect because at least value.
Let's just see what will happen.
Let's just see because you just speculate. You just speculate the worst stuff.
Let's see what will happen.